Grand evening. Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the psychic astrologer. My website is readingsbyleonardmunson.net. The weekly overview, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, from May the 8th to the 15th, 2025. This is a collective reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. We're going to talk about finances and money. Cancer, your solar sun is in the 11th house. The 11th house is Aquarius, the house of hopes, wishes, friendships, groups, organization, humanitarian efforts, and new technology. And its ruling planet is Uranus. Your money situation is getting, for some of you, in a dire strait. Unexpected expenditures are coming in, and you're scrambling to pay for them. Now, some of you are going to get another job that's going to help. Some of you are going to get a promotion. I'm also picking up there's some legal settlements that's coming in. But you got to get your budget back out of the red into the black. Now, with the sun in Taurus, you gotta tackle your money situation. Some of you are going to get a second job. This is going to help you. Some of you are going to have a side hustle. This is going to help you. Some of you are going to go back to school to market your skills better where you can get more money. But you have to learn to make your money work for you. If you want to get another car, if you want to get another house, or you want to get a house, you got to tighten the budget. You got to sacrifice. A half a loaf is better than no loaf at all. Every drop in the bucket fills the bucket up. So you have Venus in Aries, Mercury in Aries. Stop talking about it. It's time for action if you want to change your money situation. Jupiter in Gemini, there's opportunities, expansion, growth, abundance, wealth, karma, and the truth open up for you. So you got to seize these opportunities, Cancer. That old foundation of how you thought about money is torn down. So you got to build on a newer foundation. You got to have an open mind, and you got to think outside the box. You got to look at the big picture to change your money situation. Stop letting people come on your plate and take and take and take. Then there's nothing there for you and you don't survive. You got to set boundaries. You got to say no. So Pluto's in Aquarius, retrograding. So you're reviewing the mistakes you made, Cancer, with your finances. Correct them. The next sign is Scorpio. Scorpio, your solar sun is in the 7th house. The 7th house is Libra. It represents balancing all partnerships, relationships, creativity, divine direction, open enemy, the house of spiritual blessings. This is the house of using diplomacy and be a diplomat. Also the house of decisions, indecision, the house of others, and legal situation. So Scorpio, Venus is the ruling planet of Libra. So there's time for action. No more talking, a time for action if you want to move your finances and money from the red to the black. There's some legal situations around you. Now, in some of these legal situations, it could be settlements that's going to be favoring you, or these could be legal situations that's draining your finances. So you need to get it together. Opportunities to get it together with Jupiter in Gemini, expansion, growth, abundance, blessings, wealth, karma, and the truth. But you got to seize it. That old foundation about how you thought about money is being torn down. You have to look at it with an open-minded and outside the box if you want things to change, Scorpio. Mars and Leo, look out for yourself. Take that energy that you have to look out for yourself. You gotta sacrifice if you want to change your your finances and money. Some of you are going to open up your own business. Some of you are going to get a second job to help this. And some of you have a side hustle, but also assist you in this matter. So it's time for action. So this illusion, fantasy, head in the clouds, rose-colored glasses, brain fog, and fear, you have to overcome it and make the changes, Scorpio. The final sign is Pisces. Pisces, your solar sun is in the 3rd house. The 3rd house is Taurus. No, the 3rd house is Gemini, correction. It deals with all form of technology. It deals with all form of communication, mechanical things, short distance traveling, siblings, writing, publishing, public speaking, investigation and research, advertisement, and secondary education. Its ruling planet is Mercury. Mercury's in Aries, so you're communicating. It's time to make a change. It's time to take charge of your finances and money. What is not working for you, you need to eliminate it and make that change. Some of you are going to get another job. Or some of you are going to go back to school to learn or enhance the craft that you have. Some of you are going to get a promotion. Some of you have something to do with children and self. You've been neglecting yourself. You've been looking at other people's children, not looking at your own and yourself. If you got a plate of food and everybody's coming there taking it, you're not going to have anything for yourself. So you're not going to survive. So you got to set boundaries. You got to tackle your debt. If you want to buy a house or a car, you're going to get a high interest rate because of these situations that's coming into being. That old foundation of how you handle money is being torn down and replaced with what money is really about. Money is about making money and growing it. So you got to think outside the box. You got to have an open mind, Pisces. This stubbornness that you won't change is going to swallow you up if you don't change. You got to tackle your budget. You got to see where it needs to be cut, and you got to stay on the course. The course. If you don't, you're going to be stagnated and flowing in debt. So you got to make an ending of this. Remember, a half a loaf is better than no loaf at all. Every drop in the bucket fills the bucket up. Opportunity for expansion to growth, abundance, blessing, wealth, karma, and truth will open up. So there will be opportunities to help you to bring yourself from out of the red into the black, but you have to seize it. Jupiter's in Gemini. Each time Jupiter goes into a sign, it goes into every 12 years. So what opportunity is coming is the foundation where your money and your finances will be put on a better, stable ground to grow. Neptune Pisces, get your head out the clouds, rose-colored glasses, fantasy, illusion, brain fog, and fear. You got to look at what's going on, and you got to make those changes. If you don't make these changes in your finances and money, you're going to be stagnated, and you're going to be drowning. So you don't want to drown. You want to move. You want to swim with your eye focused on the shore. So you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to make these changes if you want to move out of this financial instability